So here are the types of dyslexia. So the first one is developmental dyslexia. So it means that you're born with it, or it's inherited from what we call passed down through biological families. So that is what we call the developmental dys. Next one is, or the second one is acquired dyslexia. So it develops later in life after an illness or injury that affects your brain. So for example, you have a car accident, um, that for example, you know how to read, but you have a car accident, and now you're struggling to read because of that accident. So it may affect your brain, so it may affect your reading skills, just like that. So that is what we call the acquired dyslexia. So the third one, or the next one, is phonological dyslexia. So phonological dyslexia is what we call the trouble sounding out or breaking down new words. So for example, basket. So the basket has two syllables. The first one is bas, and the second one is cat. So your brain is struggling to break down those words. So you so instead of bus and cat, you did breaking them into bask and et. So that is what we call the phonological dyslexia, or you're struggling to break down new words. So next is surface dyslexia. So this is what we call the trouble recognizing whole words, especially ones that aren't spelled the way they sound. For example, yacht. So the word is yacht. Maybe read as yacht, no? The yacht is spelled as YACHT, and then you read as YATCH. So that is what we call the surface dyslexia, or the trouble recognizing whole words and that aren't spelled the way they sound. So the last type of dyslexia is what we call the mixed or double deficit dyslexia. So it is what we call the combination of both types of reading difficulties. So for example, a student may read this one, the colonel. They read as the colonel. So colonel, instead of reading this into colonel. So the colonel doesn't fit to the how they read the colonel, because this one is readable as the colonel, not a colonel. So that is what we call the mix or the double deficit dyslexia, wherein the combination of both types of reading difficulties.